next guest is SNN anchor and reporter Krystel Knowles.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to see you.
Very nice to see you. Finally, we're indoors, so that's always good.
Yes. I know you're always out there. How did you and the newsroom plan with the rest of the staff for the storm? I mean, what was it? I mean, you got together and talk about evacuations. I mean, what was it like, Krystel?
It was, because we had to do our normal day job, our 9 to 5, but then also we're tracking Irma and trying to make the whole plans of when do we pack our stuff? Because many of us came to the realization that we might not see our belongings ever again. So after our full shift, we would go home, pack, and then we couldn't make a schedule until we know the direct path.
Right.
We thought it was going to go to the East Coast, but then it went to the West Coast. So at the last minute, everybody's schedules had to change, but we were working 12 to 14 hours on, and then a few hours off, and then on. But since we're staying at the station and sleeping here, you're really not sleeping. You're always going with the meteorologist outside to kind of check the weather and see what's going on. So the preparations, and it was a lot of work because many of us packed all our belongings as much as we could. We brought it here and we just basically said goodbye to our stuff, and a couple of staff members and I, we were talking we cover these stories every day where people lose it all. We're going to end up losing.
It could be us. Yeah, absolutely. So what was it like knowing? I mean, you might lose everything. I mean, what's that feel like firsthand, you know?
It kind of makes you take a step back, but then I also was realizing that if I did lose everything, when I cover stories of people losing everything as well, I know exactly what they went through. So I was using it as a lesson learned to further myself as a journalist, so I can say I've been in your position.
Yes.
But it was very nerve-wracking. I did have insurance, but I did not have flood insurance. And when I saw that the storm surge was going to be 5 to 8, I knew that everything was going to be flooded. But then, thankfully enough, it ended up being a Cat 1 when it came to us.
Thank God.
We didn't lose anything, only power.
Yeah. So I'm curious, what did you pack? What did you bring here?
Okay, what did I pack? All my documents, all my 2 passports, everything. So I packed that. I packed all my camera gear because I have a lot of camera gear and I can't replace that, and computers. I packed dresses because I had to go to work. So if I didn't have power or any place to live for a few weeks, I packed clothes so I could wear it to go to work. And a lot of food. And jewelry, because you have to pack jewelry.
Absolutely, can't leave that.
It's too expensive to replace. Even if I had insurance, it was going to cost a lot to replace that. So I didn't bring small items. I don't have a lot of picture frames and any of that, so I didn't have to worry about it. But the most important was the jewelry, documents, and clothes so I could go to work.
And your cameras.
Yes.
And your cameras. So we asked Alan about his memorable moments. Are there some that you can share? I know there's some you can't, but I think there's maybe some you can.
I would have to say there were a lot of laughing during, we had to wear rain boots. Many of us were tripping because the roads were slippery. One of my coworkers almost stepped on a power line, and the fire department said, no, that's a hot wire. That was a realization that yes, we're covering the storm. We're worried about our safety, but we have to give viewers everything, the video, the audio, so that way they know what's going on in their neighborhood. So it was a lot of memorable moments when it comes to that, but the fun, for the fun times is everybody's camping out. So you're passing an office, you're seeing someone sleeping, so you take selfies with that. And so it's fun. A lot of them don't know that I have pictures of them sleeping, so they're gonna find out soon enough.
Oh, that's cute.
So it's a fun, it was good to have everybody in the same boat, everybody having the same concerns, everybody wanting to go out in the field to give our viewers the images and video that they needed so they don't go out themselves. So I have to say it was one of the most memorable experiences because we were scared, but also because of how we worked together, and that was really cool. I've never had that experience before.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you again for all of the wonderful work that you did and do, and nice to see you.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Suncoast FYI, we continue our discussion of Hurricane Irma coverage with SNN multimedia journalist Samantha Sonner. Please stay tuned.